One time. Okay, so let's just. Okay. What do you mean leave it? This is the second leave. And just push it through. Okay. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Monroe Township Council meeting, October 22nd, 2025. This meeting was advertised pursuant of New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-6 through 10:4-21. Adequate notice was placed in the official publications for the Township of Monroe, i.e. South Jersey Times, Courier Post, and the Sentinel of Gloucester County. A copy of that notice is posted on the bulletin board at the municipal complex. Please note that the clerk has placed a sign-in sheet at the rear of the courtroom. If anyone would like to address council during the public portion, please sign in, raise your hand, and I will ask you to come forward to the microphone. Kindly state your name and address for the record. In addition, please note that this meeting is currently being live streamed on the Township's YouTube channel in accordance with Ordinance 56-2024. A link for the copy of this recording will also be posted on the Township's website for the public to view at their convenience. Please rise for the salute to the flag and remain standing for the invocation.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
God, thank you for the opportunity to serve the people of our town. Help us to act with character and conviction. Help us to listen with understanding and goodwill. Help us to speak with charity and restraint. Give us a spirit of service. Remind us that we are stewards of your authority. Guide us to be the leaders your people need. Help us see the humanity and dignity of those who disagree with us, and to treat all persons, no matter how weak or poor, with the reverence your creation deserves. Finally, Father, renew us with the strength of your presence and the joy of helping to build a community worthy of the human person. We ask you this as sons and daughters, confident in your goodness and love. Amen.
Madam Clerk, roll call.
Council Vice President, Mrs. Adams. Here. Mr. Cope.
Here.
Mrs. Fox. Here. Council President, Mr. Heverly.
Here.
Mr. O'Reilly.
Here.
Mr. Rossi.
Here.
Mr. Valentine.
Here.
Mayor Wolf.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Kurz.
Here.
Solicitor, Mrs. Grace. Here. Business Administrator, Mr. Dehart.
Here.
Director of Code Enforcement, Mr. Sebastian, is excused. Director of Community Affairs, Mrs. Park. Here. Director of Parks and Recreation, Mr. Bruno, is excused. Director of Public Safety, Mr. Rumpf. Here. Director of Public Works, Mr. Dilks, is excused. Director of Real Estate, Ms. Basatsky, is excused. Chief Financial Officer, Ms. Boyer.
Here.
Police Chief McBride.
Here.
And myself, Municipal Clerk Eileen Chiselko.
Thank you. Moving on to presentations and proclamations, can I invite Williamstown Fire Company Number 1 to come up, celebrate 50 years of service.
Good evening, everyone. It's a special night here as we see some of our firefighters here. There's actually 3 that we're going to be recognized this evening. Mr. Massiano is here, so we're going to read that proclamation and then we'll announce the other 2 awards as well. Come on up, Jack. So as everybody knows, you know, firefighting, first responders is a crucial part of every community, and more so in communities like ours, because ours is 100% full volunteer firefighting department, the Williamstown Fire Department as well as Cecil. So these men and women that do this on a volunteer basis, you know, listen, being a cop was easy, but these guys run in burning buildings, so they're a little bit crazier than the cops. But with that, they do a tremendous job for our community. And ultimately, it holds our taxes down, because if we had to go to a paid fire department, obviously there's salaries, there's benefits. So I don't think people realize in this town how important these men and women are that protect and serve us each and every day. So with that, we are presenting a Township of Monroe proclamation honoring firefighter Jack Masiano for 50 years of volunteer service to the Township of Monroe and its residents. Whereas Jack Masiano began serving the residents of Monroe Township and surrounding communities as a volunteer firefighter in 1975 as a member of the Williamstown Fire Company No. 1. And whereas firefighters have been a part of the American scene since colonial days, from the bucket brigades of the colonial America, we have progressed to the modern fire departments and modern firefighting equipment of today. And whereas the services of firemen are among the first to be sought in emergency situations and play an essential role in the protection of lives and property in our local community. And whereas fighting fires is one of the most hazardous professions requiring physical strength, stamina, excessive training, courage, and selfless concern for the welfare of our citizens. And whereas, in addition to their daily duties, firefighters routinely put themselves in harm's way to serve our community, and whereas our firefighters serve as community volunteers with no anticipation of pay for their services above the gratitude of our community. And whereas, as a member of the Williamstown Fire Company No. 1, Jack Masiano has responded to and helped mitigate many fire and medical emergencies, helped train and mentor other members of the fire department, managed the growth and the development of the fire department, and displayed care and compassion to citizens in their time of need. And whereas Jack Masiano has positively affected the lives of countless individuals, including residents, guests, and other fire department personnel in his 50 years of service. Now, therefore, the Mayor and Council of the Township of Monroe are pleased to present this proclamation to Jack Masiano in honor of 50 years of dedication to the community as a volunteer firefighter, and thank him for his tireless service. It's presented this 22nd day of October 2025, signed by myself as mayor, our council president, Mr. Don Heverly, our council vice president, Ms. Denise Adams, Councilman Brian Cope, Councilwoman Carol Ann Fox, Councilman Patrick O'Reilly, Councilman Al Rossi, and Councilman John Valentine. Jack, we cannot thank you for all your years of dedication and service to our community. Thank you and congratulations. And with that, I want to recognize the other two gentlemen, just the credit, that these gentlemen also. It's honoring firefighter Oliver Gordley for his 50 years of service to the Township of Monroe residents, and honoring firefighter Henry Schnewies for 50 years of service to the Township of Monroe and its residents. So congratulations to those gentlemen as well, and we can't thank you guys enough. Thank you.
Absolutely. Take a picture.
I know, I just...
And if I could just say real quick, Mr. Frank Lamming is here. Just for those that didn't attend our Halloween parade, Mr. Lamming was our grand marshal at our Halloween parade this year. Just local business owner, volunteer firefighter for many, well over 50 years.
68.
68 years. But it's an honor to have you here, so.
Thank you very much. Moving on to matters of discussion, we have our 2025 Best Practices Inventory Questionnaire. Does anyone have any questions regarding that? Ms. Boyer, would you like to address council on that?
Just a survey that the state asked everybody to fill. They're trying to get everybody to be kind of like on the same page as what all the other municipalities are doing. They also want to check and make sure you're following what they want you to do. So it's just going to gather all the information. Jim and I worked on it, and I had a couple other people help out on it from the different departments, because it covers everything from finance, personnel, the lead stuff that's new, the tax office, yeah, just encompasses everything.
Okay.
So and they just want to ask everybody what they're doing.
Does council have any questions on that, on the questionnaire?
If we don't retain a certain score, we could lose state aid, and we obviously, we're well above those numbers, so.
You lose
Good.
2% of your state aid if you don't have enough.
Okay.
Wisconsin.
All right. Questions regarding resolutions scheduled this evening? Does anyone have any questions regarding resolutions? Seeing none, does anyone have any questions regarding ordinances scheduled this evening? Seeing none, do I have a motion to approve the minutes of council meeting October 8th, 2025, and closed executive session for October 8th, 2025?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Abstain.
Ayes have it. Correspondence, there is none. Resolutions, do I have a motion to open public portion for resolutions scheduled this evening?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Anyone wishing to speak on resolutions scheduled this evening? See? That's for ordinances. You can. Not now. Not now. That's ordinances section. We'll get to that. Right now, this is just for the resolutions. Seeing that no one's willing to speak on resolutions, do I have a motion to close public portion?
Motion to close.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Do I have a motion to bracket resolutions R 308-2025 through resolution 319-2025 and resolution 321-2025 through resolution 323-2025?
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Do I have a motion to approve resolutions 308-2025 through resolution 319-2025 and resolution 321-2025 through resolution 323-2025?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Madam Clerk, I recuse myself from 308, please.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Resolution 320-2025, a resolution appointing alternate number 2 member to the Monroe Township Economic Development Commission. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Nominations, Madam Clerk?
Okay. Mrs. Adams, do you have a nomination?
Yes, I nominate Vinnie Bruzzese.
Second.
Second, Pat? Okay. All right, any other nominations? Mr. Cope?
No nominations.
Mrs. Fox?
No nominations.
Mr. O'Reilly?
No nominations.
Mr. Rossi?
No nominations.
Mr. Valentine?
No nominations.
Mr. Heverly?
No nominations.
Can I have a motion to close nominations?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? This is a roll call vote on Vincent Bruzzese? I'm sorry about that. As alternate number 2 member to the Monroe Township Economic Development Commission for an unexpired term. Mrs. Adams?
Yes.
Mr. Cope?
Yes.
Mrs. Fox?
Yes.
Mr. O'Reilly?
Yes.
Mr. Rossi?
Yes.
Mr. Valentine?
Yes.
Mr. Heverly?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Moving on to Resolution 324-2025, a resolution appointing member to the Monroe Township Economic Development Commission. Do I have a motion for approval?
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Madam Clerk, nominations?
Okay. Mrs. Adams, do you have a nomination?
Yes, I nominate Steve Ritzkovian. Second.
Any other nominations? Mr. Cope?
No nominations.
Mrs. Fox?
No nominations.
Mr. O'Reilly?
No nominations.
Mr. Rossi?
No nominations.
Mr. Valentine?
No nominations.
Mr. Heverly?
No nominations.
Motion to close nominations?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? This is a roll call vote on Steve, I'm sorry, what was the last name again?
Ritzkovian.
As a member to the Monroe Township Economic Development Commission for an unexpired term. Mrs. Adams?
Yes.
Mr. Cope?
Yes.
Mrs. Fox?
Yes.
Mr. O'Reilly?
Yes.
Mr. Rossi?
Yes.
Mr. Valentine?
Yes.
Mr. Heverly?
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right. I turn this portion over to the meeting to Council Chair, Councilman O'Reilly.
All right, thank you. Can I get a motion open to the public for ordinances scheduled for this evening?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Okay, I'm Ferdinand Powers, and on this ordinance, I'm not quite sure what's going on with this chicken ordinance.
Let me clarify. We're going to pull it, but we're going to move it to the next meeting, but I still want to hear your questions.
Oh, yeah, no, it's all has to do with the Constitution.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you saw my scarecrow, Constitution is the solution.
Nah, I
Yeah,
did
trying
not.
to see what provision of the Constitution authorizes to start charging people, micromanaging people.
Okay.
Their, animal, pets, food, whatever it is you want to call it. I'm not sure if you're aware, but long ago, people, the licenses on dogs were okay. Yeah, the licenses were required for large dogs, so that if the event your dog ate someone's chickens, then it's like an insurance. They would be able to go and have that chicken replace whoever lost it. Now it's being used as a money-making ability off, governments on the people. And my concern is government's gotten too large, too big, and we've forgotten why we're in government. We're supposed to be protecting the God-given rights of the people. And it seems like a lot of people win popularity contests, but then forget what they're taking an oath to do, which is to protect the God-given rights of the people. And as we continue to create more and more ordinances, which if anyone's familiar with Yickwo versus Hopkins, United States Supreme Court, it states that man's not subject to statute, codes, or ordinances. It's what defines and limits the power of government, not the people. As people, creative government is not subject to its own creation. Therefore, government cannot turn a right into a privilege and charge you for it. And that's the problem. A lot of people with good intentions get into office, they swear to uphold, protect the Constitution, and they do just the very opposite because it's a feel-good laws or ordinances that they're putting in effect, but they're not complying, they're not applying the Constitution. Do they have the authority? And what happens is these laws that come into play become color of law, a law with no substance. It's just, it's handled by, the judges and so forth. Even a lot of them don't know those what they're doing. And I know because I've been in face-to-face with a lot of judges all the way up to the federal courts. And actually some of my cases have been sealed because I found the Achilles heel to actually bring criminal charges on government officials directly when they know they've been put on notice that they cannot go and take someone's ability or life or liberties away. And with that, yeah, I brought criminal charges on individuals at high places, and they have been sealed so that people can't duplicate what I've done. But I'm willing to do it again if anyone passes a law that will take away liberties of the individuals, and which is, in this case, the right to have chicken, whether it's food. It might sound like no big deal, but it's food. It's food from a form of food for people. And right now, a lot of people are hurting. I don't know if you noticed, but you have the food pantry. There's a long lines. I mean, I stopped by for different various reasons at the 5%. I see a lot of people and all walks of life, and we're getting to that situation, and it's going to get worse. That you really need to allow the people to keep their liberties, have their chickens, do what they want, because for some people, eggs is it's a way to build your health back. Yeah, it really is. It's got all the proteins that you need, and yeah, I'm hoping that maybe you guys can just trash that, forget about it, get rid of it, because it's really, like I said, if there's a law put into place, because now I'm giving a caveat, is that whoever votes yes on it, I'm going to bring the criminal charge under 2C30, 1 through 10. Yeah, I know my stuff, believe me. So that's where I'm at.
Sounds good.
All right.
We'll take that under advisement, and then we'll probably see you at the next meeting when we vote on it.
Yes. And, other than that, keep up, whatever it is.
I'm sorry, Ordinance Chair. I don't believe, just 1 second, Mr. Valentine. Can I just get a name and address for the record? I don't believe I heard one in the beginning.
Yes, I did. I said Fernando Powers.
Sorry, that was...
Yeah,
that was my fault.
717 Mead Court. Yes.
And is there, if I
And
may...
I used to sit on
Ordinance
zoning
Chair.
as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a specific section or portion of the ordinance that you take issue with, or is it the ordinance as a whole? Just so council is aware when making this consideration.
You're chipping away at liberty.
Okay.
And what you're doing is you start small and it grows with good intentions, but it evolves into something very bad.
So do you take issue with the township passing any and all ordinances, or is it just this particular ordinance?
Well, I'm working on chickens right now. That's the only thing that I'm focusing on. And
Okay.
if anything else that I see, I'll get involved. But, that's just, it sounds really small, but it evolves to something very big and ugly.
Okay, but again, is there a specific portion of the ordinance, or is you
No,
just
the
take
ordinance in
issue with
general.
chickens?
Yeah, no, you should be able to have chickens. Because there's some chickens that are real little, some big, it doesn't matter. But as long as it's not affecting your neighbor or their property, then it should not, then you should be able to have what you want.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, if you...
So I'm just...
Jerry, direct all the questions to the chair, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Public portion, you can come up.
All right.
Go ahead, Councilman Valentine.
Mr. Powers.
Yes.
So there should be no governing body over chickens. I have a chicken farm. I can tell you that I have chickens, ducks, turkeys. I have a lot. So there has to be some sort of oversight on it so it don't get out of control.
Well, hey, here's the thing.
Listen, they're very dirty. They smell.
Right, and that's where it comes down to, if it affects your neighbor, yeah, no, if it affects your neighbor or their property, then there's an issue.
Okay. I thought you said
Yes.
there should be nothing at all.
No, if there is...
These are regulated, but it doesn't need to have government overreach. I don't
Right.
think that.
Right, but the ordinances right now are already in play, that if someone affects your property next to, like say, I'm here, and somebody does something next to my house, and is it affecting me or my property? Say they're burning fire or something, that smoke comes into my space. Now, they're violating an ordinance already, or a law, natural law, common law, which is, I'm subject to their actions. Then that's when the government gets involved, and then they come out and maintain the peace and say, hey, you got to do something about this, or you're going to be charged
So you do
accordingly.
agree there has to be some sort of regulation.
Some, but you have to, but it's a touchy thing, because it evolves. You have to
Because you
be,
know what happens if there's no regulation on this? What's going to happen, right?
well, what's happening now?
Well, nothing's happening now.
Well, then
There's
we
no
should do nothing
regulation.
until
So
something
there's
happens.
chickens
Well,
packed in a little
uh,
20 yards.
Just a minor correction, there's actually been a pilot program that's still ongoing until the end of this year. So there has been regulation. So just to set the record completely straight. For the last 7 years, this pilot program, and this ordinance has not substantially changed that pilot program. What this ordinance has aimed to do is essentially flip the pilot program into a permanent program.
Right.
So this enforcement has been in effect, sir, for the past 7 years.
Right, but...
With no issues.
Right. Well, I mean, but not everybody's aware of this pilot program. And once they become aware and say you start charging for a right, you turn it into a privilege, that becomes a problem.
And once again, I'm asking you for the sake... Can I please finish, sir, please?
All right, go ahead.
Thank you.
Sherry?
Could you...
Sherry, please.
Thank you.
Mrs. Kennedy, please. Thank you. Can I speak, please? Thank you. So once again, and for the sake of council, we're trying to understand what your specific issues with this proposed ordinance is. Once again, there's been a pilot program. Everything is always on the agenda. Everything is made available to the public via newspapers and online advertisement as well. So in terms of notice, the township has met its obligation and more so continued to meet its obligation in terms of notice. It's the public's prerogative to look into the agendas and any ordinances that may be placed on said agendas. Again, if you have any specific issues as to specific sections of this ordinance, you're more than welcome to share. There's copies of the ordinance back there, and there's a public portion later on as well.
Right.
Other than that, I believe we've established that you just take issue with this particular chicken ordinance as a whole.
Yeah, because again, when you chip away on the liberties,
and again,
evolve.
I've asked for specific citations in the ordinance where
well,
this...
that's why I say I want to take a look at it, but...
So the ordinance is back there, you can review it. Okay, so you can...
I don't know where it's at.
We can continue conducting the meeting, you can take your time reviewing the ordinance, and if you wish, if you've reviewed it by the time public portion is open back up again, you're more than welcome to come back up and speak.
Okay, just so, to make it aware for you, that just because it was open for 7 years, not everybody's going to know. You can say that you put it out and all, but there's a lot of things that go on that nobody knows.
Your position is noted. Thank
Okay?
you.
So, again, and I'm going to take a look at this, but again, I fall back to the fact that when you chip away in liberty, when you start regulating individuals' rights, they evolve into something a lot different. So
your position is noted, Mr. Powers. Thank you.
Just like I noticed about this grass thing, I don't even know. I just caught my eye with the grass.
Again, if you're more than welcome to bring forth specific citations and specific concerns back to council during the second portion of public session. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
First ordinance up is motion to close public portion.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Ordinance 26-2025, an ordinance of the Township Council of the Township of Monroe to amend Chapter 4-97 of the Code of the Township of Monroe entitled Award of Contractor Purchase. This is a second reading and public hearing. Can I get a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Get a roll call vote, please.
Okay, Mrs. Adams?
Yes.
Mr. Cope?
Yes.
Mrs. Fox?
Yes.
Mr. O'Reilly?
Yes.
Mr. Rossi?
Yes.
Mr. Valentine?
Yes.
Mr. Heverly?
Yes.
Motion carries.
This time, this concludes ordinances scheduled, and I will turn it back over to Council President Heverly.
I'm sorry, did you say ordinance 27 is removed
27 has been...
from the agenda?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman O'Reilly. Moving on to new business. Does anyone from council have any new business they wish to discuss? Seeing none, does council have any unfinished business they wish to discuss? Moving on to reports and other matters.
Okay. Mayor Wolf?
Yes, thank you. Sunday, September 28th, I attended Our Lady of Peace Parish for a 50th anniversary of their folk group, where we presented a proclamation. Saturday, October 4th, I attended, along with Chief McBride. Leon Straczynski, it was his 100th birthday, and we presented Mr. Straczynski with a proclamation as well. Monday, October 6th, I attended our planning board meeting, nothing to report there. Tuesday, October 7th, we had the opportunity to attend the annual day out at Holiday City. It's a great day for the seniors in that community. A lot of public awareness topics that are discussed. Great stuff over there. We look forward to that each and every year. Friday, October 10th, again, I was at Our Lady of Peace Parish for the 75th anniversary of the Knights of Columbus, where we presented the Knights, for their service at proclamation as well. Friday, October 10th, I attended the Special Needs Dance, which was hosted at the Pfeiffer Center by our community affairs. Fantastic job. Everybody was having fun that evening. Wednesday, October 15th, I had the privilege to attend our library board meeting. I see some of our library board members are here. Thank you for attending. Saturday, October 18th, I know the director will report on this, but the Fall Festival, we attended that at Owens Park. Again, Saturday, that evening, we had the Halloween parade, which is always amazing. So great job to the many, many volunteers that participate in that. Our Parks and Recs Commission, I say they are the hardest working board or commission here because they spend countless hours. I think their day started very early in the morning that day, and it did not end until about 10 p.m. Because they run those events, and they're all volunteers. So I thank them. Done a great job with the community affairs, and Joe Bruno with our Director of Parks and Recreation. Monday, October 20th, we attended the golf outing for Finn's Friends, which is raising funds to help with the cost, offset some costs with our all-inclusive park that we received that $750,000 grant for. So that was a good day out to raise some money for a good cause. With that, I also attended 10 other meetings, which are just our typical, whether they're employee personnel or business meetings, and I officiated 3 weddings this past month. And that will conclude my report. Thank you.
Thank you. Deputy Mayor Kurz?
On October 7th, I attended the Monmouth Township Fire Prevention Night held at Walmart. I'd like to congratulate the Williamstown Fire Department and Cecil Fire Department for putting on an outstanding event. Numerous fire departments from the area, lots of people attended. Great night. This past Saturday night, I had the privilege of driving the Grand Marshal in parade with the fire department, and God, it was a tremendous event. Thank you very much for that. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Solicitor, Mrs. Grace?
I apologize. It's not really a report, but just a note for the record. When Ordinance 27/2025 was pulled, the one in relation to animal control and the conversion of the pilot program, Councilman O'Reilly pulled it due to just a minor change that needed to be put forth in regard to the annual fee just being noted that it's a one-time fee for the entire program, and that just renewals will not require additional fees. So just wanted to note that for the record, and that'll be forthcoming at the November meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Business Administrator, Mr. DeHart?
No report, thank you.
Director of Community Affairs, Mrs. Park?
I do. Community Affairs has had a very busy month so far. October 10th was our Halloween Students with Disabilities Dance. We have that a couple times a year. The kids had a blast as usual, nonstop dancing the night away. Thank you to Mayor Wolf, Councilman Al Rossi, Councilman Don Heverly for stopping by and showing your support to us. October 11th was our Pride Coming Out dance from 6:30 to 9. The crowd in attendance had a great time. October 17th was our Adults with Disabilities Halloween dance from 6:30 to 8:30. They came dressed in Halloween costumes and had a great time with their friends and family in attendance. This Thursday, October 23rd, is our senior Halloween luncheon from 2 to 4 at the Pfeiffer Center. This event is sold out already. This Friday, October 24th, is our annual Trunk or Treat at the Pfeiffer Center, which will be from 6 to 7:30. We're looking forward to all the creative setups and costumes. We have around 41 vehicles registered so far for this event. This Saturday, October 25th, is our annual Halloween Puppy Parade, which will take place at the Rich DeLucia Dog Park located adjacent to Owens Park. All canines must be registered by 10:45, and the parade will begin promptly at 11 a.m. We encourage our residents to come out and support our furry friends of all shapes and sizes. For the month of October, thus far, between our food pantry on Church Street and the Pfeiffer Food giveaways, we have fed over 1,600 families, serving roughly 35,000 pounds of food. If anyone would like more information pertaining to community affair events or food giveaways, please utilize our Facebook page at the Monroe Township Community Affairs for all the most up-to-date information. As always, the great job our Community Affairs Department and volunteers do, along with the dedication to the department, helps make these events and giveaways possible and successful. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Director of Public Safety, Mr. Rumpf.
Just some quick stats to go over for our services. Monmouth Township PD has been extremely busy. Did a great job at the Halloween parade, as well as the fire companies involved. Calls for service for the month of September were 4,622 calls, which puts them at about 41, almost 42,000 calls for the year, which is extremely busy. Cecil Fire has been busy as well. They handled 33 calls for the month of September, which puts them about 276 calls for the year. And Williamstown Fire, 61 for the month of September, and puts them around 721 calls for the year. So all our services are doing great work out there and keeping busy. So, end of my report.
Thank you. Chief Financial Officer, Ms. Boyer. Police Chief McBride. Mr. Cope?
I just want to also...
If I could, Madam Clerk, I know Mr. Sebastian was excused, our Director of Code Enforcement, but I do have his report, if I could just read it for the record.
Okay, thank you.
The inspection report for the month of September, Construction Division, there were 295, 100 fire, 231 electrical, 150 plumbing, 85 mechanical, no pools, for a total of 861. No complaints within that department. The Housing Division completed 514 inspections, no complaints reported within that department. And the Zoning Division, there was 156 applications reviewed, no complaints in that department as well. So total for all divisions for the month of September, 1,531, and year-to-date total is 11,608 with 0 complaints. And that will conclude Mr. Sebastian's report. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Cope?
Yes, I also attended the Fall Festival and the Halloween Parade, and I just want to say thank you to the Parks and Recs Commission, our Parks and Recs Department, our Police Department, and Public Works for all their help, because it's a long day, but well worth it, and a great turnout for the parade, and everything went very well. So I thank you very much for everything you guys do for our town.
Thank you. Mrs. Fox?
Also, as the mayor had mentioned, there was the planning board and Holiday City and Finn's event that we had also attended. But I also wanted to say I spoke to a resident today, and she wanted me to say that she thanks everyone for all that were involved in the Halloween parade. She said it's been coming for years and years and years, but she said something about this parade this year was unbelievable. Just the way it was smooth, and it just seemed like it was just a continuing and no in-between lulls. But point is, she said to thank you very much. So thank you for all that you do. And everyone have a safe and happy Halloween. That concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. O'Reilly?
No report. Thank you.
Mr. Rossi?
No report, thank you.
Mr. Valentine?
Yeah, I attended the library meeting October 15th and we addressed some false information about the police department moving to the library being condemned. The mayor was there, he addressed that, said no, whatever's coming from that Monroe Township, Williamstown, Monroe Township page, Facebook page, it's a lot of misinformation. It just, in my opinion, it just divides the community with the stuff that they put out there with anybody even checking on anything. I mean, and it was just so hostile just to see when the mayor walked in. I mean, we're on the same side. And the library board was made kind of hostile towards the mayor. And nobody's enemies here. Everybody's trying to work for the betterment of the township. And I just think that page is it's a headache. I know there's nothing we can do about it, but the misinformation is just, So now, I don't know what else to say. You addressed it, it's there. So I guess it'll continue, but as the world turns.
Yeah, and if I could just chime in there were some people spreading some misinformation, inaccurate information, whatever you want to call it, basically saying that the library was going to close. That is not occurring. That's never been a discussion with this township. Our library is a hidden gem. They do tremendous work over there, and it's just some people that I guess were stirring up some trouble. But it was addressed. I attended the meeting to speak, so everybody heard it on the record, but there has never been a discussion to close our library. I don't know where that came from or why it was out there, but our board will handle the situations there. Again, three of our board members are in attendance this evening, but they do a fantastic job, and we're going to keep marching forward and doing the right thing. So.
And on a good note, the floor's fixed. I have one more thing to address, though. That was asked at the parade. I guess this is a question.
One second, Miss, during public portion.
You're the council liaison for the Board of Education. Yes. Was asking me about this $100 million referendum. It's going to come up next year. So we know it's coming, but what is it? Nobody's saying what it's going to be used for. Do you have any idea on that?
That's obviously very early in the discussion, and we'll see how.
I was asked at the parade, and I did like the parade. I couldn't make the whole parade because, my body wouldn't allow me. Thank God for Mount Royal Fire Truck. But I just wanted to get some clarification on what we're going to do.
There's a school board election coming up very soon, so
yeah,
obviously we'll have to see.
That's a lot of money.
The direction goes in.
Hopefully it's a trade school. And that's the end of my report.
Okay, thank you. Council Vice President, Mrs. Adams.
Yes, just a quick report. I attended the last Melodies of Maine for the season. It was last week, and it was very well attended for being in October. Also on Friday evening, that same Friday, I attended the Adult Special Needs Dance. It was fantastic. And I just wanted to, again, thank our Parks and Rec and Community Affairs Department, our first responders and police and Public Works. The work that you all do to serve this community makes our events second to none, really. Tremendous job. I missed the Halloween parade, but again, heard nothing but great things. I'm sorry that I missed it, but I wanted to thank you, and please thank your team on my behalf. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Council President, Mr. Heverly.
I was going to read Mr. Sebastian's report, but the mayor stole it from me. No report this evening.
Thank you. This concludes reports for this evening.
Moving on to general public discussion. Motion to open public portion.
Motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Anyone this evening wishing to speak during public portion?
Come on now.
Hello, my name is Joyce Samoyan, 950 Fern Road here in Williamstown. I am Vice President of the Public Library Board of, of Trustees. In response to Mr. Valentine's report, it was not the board that was hostile to the mayor. It was an employee. So I just wanted to clear that up. As far as I know, no board member feels hostility towards the mayor. We do have a few employees. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Anyone else wishing to speak? Fernando, just state your name and address for the record again.
Fernando Powers, 717 Meadport. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to review the whole thing, but parts of it that I've seen. It's essentially when you sign and pay $25, you sign a contract with the local government saying they can come on your property and do what they want. Here it's saying that they're allowed to investigate, they're allowed to do things, bring charges on you if you don't comply with what they want. And on here, where are they getting their education? I mean, they're saying that now if you want to own a chicken, you got to go to some classes. That's crazy. What if you've already had chickens? What if you, and what about the people that this is essentially you're chipping away at the liberty. You're going to be able to go into somebody's house and say, well, you signed off on this, you got chickens, and you agreed to it, you paid $25, So now we can come in and look at your yard. And if I come in and look at your yard and I'm not happy, who knows? Maybe I had a bad day. Maybe I don't like you politically. Who knows? And then I can say, oh, well, your chickens aren't being taken care of properly. We're going to pull your right to have that chicken away. And now you can't have chickens. Now, who knows? Maybe these people are using this to feed themselves, but there are people using it like medicine. The eggs, truthfully. Now, what next? You're going to be telling us if you have a horse, they got to wear pants? Think about it. This is crazy. You're infringing on true liberties. You're trying to expand government. Now I hear it talks about creating a board. And a lot of times people get appointed to boards and they don't know what they're doing. They just sit there and yes man, no man, just go along with things. So yeah, I'm opposed to this whole thing. I mean, there's already laws in place that if someone's offended, they can go to the police and say, listen, this person's chicken crapped in my car. All right, well now you got to pay for that person's damage. But, you can't just say you can't have chickens. What next?
Which I don't think the ordinance says that, but your concerns are noted, Mr.
I'm
Powers.
reading here says that they can tell you cannot have chickens
Okay.
if they're not satisfied with the way you're putting your yard together and so forth.
Your
In other words, you're
concerns-
micromanaging someone.
Your concerns have been noted. They're on the record. Council, I'm sure, will take them into consideration. Anything else?
Yeah, this is a lot like CCP.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right, and one last thing. Did you guys like the Hearst 1955 on the parade?
The hearse?
Yeah.
I missed the parade, sorry.
Well, go to
Daughter's
the trunk or treat. You'll see it there.
Anyone else wishing to speak this evening? Seeing none, do I have a motion to close public portion?
Motion to close.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion for adjournment?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned.
Just